swing.
Throw it, I say! Throw it!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
All right, good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network. This is the NWA, and tonight we have got a big one. The television champion, brand new television champion Lex Luger will be defending that title here tonight against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Not only that, but we're going to be seeing a lot more action. There's going to be a major six-man tag team match when the Russians, Ivan and Nikita Koloff, team up with Terry Funk, going up against the Rock and Roll Express and Magnum TA. That's going to be one you won't want to miss. And of course, the main event, we talked about it a week ago. Ravishing Rick Rude, one-on-one with a man they call Sting. All that action coming your way right here on the NWA. Stay with us as we get ready to kick things off here on the Nation Network.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. Climb aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
All right, fans, we are ready to get this one started. Joining me here in the broadcast booth, none other than Stu Naham. And Stu, we got some action Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm looking forward right now to the opening contest as we're getting ready to see Chic Donovan head to the ring, but he's going up against a man making his return here to the Nation Network tonight in what promises to be a very memorable evening of professional wrestling. Great to be here with you. Thank you very much. Indeed, Chic Donovan, a journeyman wrestler. And he's going to be taking a journey here tonight. We've got the television championship on the line later tonight. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, going up against a brand new champion in the total package, Lex Luger. Well, that's one thing about the television championship. You've got to defend it on TV. This crowd here in Greensboro on its feet, and here comes the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. Oh, indeed, the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, heading down toward the ring. It has been a very, very long time since we've seen him here on the Nation Network, and he returns here. It has been indeed a number of years since we've seen Jimmy Valiant. The leader of the street people. All right, Chic Donovan's been in the ring with the who's who of professional wrestling. Add Jimmy Valiant to that list. Oh, running bulldog. And the Boogeyman wasting no time at all. Well, Jimmy Valiant has brought this A-game here and early on. Going to work on Donovan, has him up in the air. Tremendous suplex, and Donovan feeling all of that. Chic Donovan's going to have to figure out something here. Here comes Jimmy Valiant with a series of jabs, and now double doozle, down he goes, and the Boogeyman go for the cover. That might be all she wrote for Chic Donovan. No, he kicked out. Oh, Jimmy Valiant can't even believe it, telling the referee to speed up the count. And now, Chic Donovan dropping an elbow right to the small of the back of Jimmy Valiant. And now Donovan winding up. Just drove it, looked like the forearm right into the chin. Valiant reverses, and now Donovan onto the apron. Now Chic Donovan reaching deep into that bag of knowledge he has gained from the names he has been in the ring with, but Boogie Woogie coming back with what needed in the midsection. Well, I got to tell you, I'm actually very impressed with the efforts of Chic Donovan here tonight. Chic Donovan has definitely been making a very good impression over recent weeks. He hasn't come up with a lot of wins, but he has definitely had a lot of fights, and a lot of people who have known they've been in a fight when they get in the ring with Chic Donovan. All right, now Donovan is in control, and the Boogeyman is on the canvas. Donovan hooking a leg, and Jimmy Valiant almost on the losing end of a return. You gotta believe this is not what he's looking for. Donovan slingshots Jimmy Valiant back out to the middle of the ring. And now Jimmy Valiant just planting one right to the midsection. Nice arm drag right there by the Boogie Woogie Man, and now Valiant, what's he gonna do here? Russian leg sweep, and down he goes. Jimmy Valiant standing over him right now, knowing that he could put him away very easily. I'm not sure why Jimmy Valiant is waiting. The opportunity was right there. Valiant standing him up and look at him right in the eye. He has given Chic Donovan a chance to get back into this match. Fireman carry nicely done by Chic Donovan, and now Jimmy Valiant in trouble. Donovan sends him over the top rope and now brings him back in the hard way. Jimmy Valiant may end up regretting giving the opportunity to Chic Donovan. Donovan has him up and plants him with a gourd buster. He hooks the leg. That might be Oshirot. Jimmy Valiant got a shoulder up. Chic Donovan just fired his best shot, and Jimmy Valiant is still in the match. Early on, it looked like this was going to be a quick night for the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, but now Chic Donovan doing what he does week in and week out, making one hell of a fight out of it. Well, Jimmy Valiant looks a little bit dazed right now. Perhaps he's been given a little bit more than he expected. He definitely looks like he's not ready for what he's got here tonight. But now Jimmy Valiant from behind, shot to the back. And now winding him up again with those left jabs. And now Jimmy boom, down he goes. Valiant back in control. And look at this. Donovan been busted wide open. There's the big elbow. Doo-wop diddy, it's all over. Chic Donovan on the losing end, but what an effort he put forth here tonight against the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. Well, we take a look at the replay here, and I'll tell you what, there was some tremendous moments here for both of them. Here was that gourd buster, and it looked like Chic Donovan was going to get the major upset over Jimmy Valiant. I beg your pardon. And there's the big elbow drop. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant. Stick around. We'll be back with plenty more action here. This is the NWA on the Nation Network. Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41. Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blaze Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school.
When you're singing our song, a good time coming will keep your motor
once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends. All right, fans, we are back and ready for more action, this time tag team action, as Bill and Randy Mulkey head to the ring. They'll be going up against a team making their return here to the Nation Network after a lengthy absence. Here they come, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Beautiful Bobby, Sweet Stan Lane, they are the Midnight Express. And they are accompanied, as always, by James E. Cornette. The Midnight Express, one of the most decorated tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. Been quite some time since we've seen them here on the Nation Network. They've got some fans here, but for the majority, they are not going to be supporting the team of Sweet Stan Lane and Beautiful Bobby. Bell sounds and actions underway, and now look at this. Drop toe hold. And Bill Mulkey getting this one underway. Bobby Eaton now with a boot to the midsection, comes up with a series of shots. And now Eaton has him up in the air. Oh, a brain buster. And Randy Mulkey just took the plunge. Over the top rope he goes, and now Cornette trying to get a shot in. Big clothesline and Beautiful Bobby in control. Sweet Stan Lane watching on from ringside, and James E. Cornette, of course, happy with the way things going thus far. Well, we mentioned it is one of the most decorated tag teams of all time, and now once again, targeting the man outside the ring, and Bill Mulkey essentially having to take on not one but both members of the Midnight Express, and there's a tag made. Mulkey trying his best and manages to hit with a neck breaker. Cornette doesn't look too happy about that one, and now, I thought Bill was going to make the tag. He does. Clothesline. And now, Bill Mulkey joining Randy Mulkey, the referee, trying to pull back Stan Lane. Here's the Irish whip. Over the top rope he goes. Oh, and laid to the floor. Cornette can't believe it now. Look at this, James E. Cornette getting involved. He is definitely buying some time for Stan Lane. Well, the referee is going to do whatever he needs to do to try and maintain order here. Now Bobby Eaton going to work. He gets a shot in on him. Into the steel post. Eaton just sent him. Oh, he is in a lot of trouble right now. Stan Lane here on the floor. Back in the ring. Randy Mulkey looking at his brother Bill, but he can't make it over there to make the tag. Well, the Mulkeys, you can definitely say, are going to be outclassed in this one. Bill Mulkey just sent crashing once again out to the floor. Stan Lane makes the tag, and now Beautiful Bobby up to the top rope. There's the cross body block. And Eaton with a big elbow. Beautiful Bobby. Suplex attempt was blocked. Nicely done, and Eaton back in control of this one. Irish whip called him up. Fireman carrying down he goes. And now Eaton going up. From the top rope, there's the elbow. Inverted atomic knee drop. Oh, somehow Randy managed to pull that one out. And perhaps it is not too late yet for Mulkey-mania. And beautiful Bobby now sending Bill all the way across the ring. Nobody home. Eaton with that Russian leg sweep, nicely done. Cornette watching on. Perhaps words of encouragement. There's that crucifix. What a move right there. That variation of a stun gun on the top rope. Well, we've seen Eddie Gilbert use that move. Usually from inside the ring. This time is a little bit differently done. And now Bobby Eaton has him up in the air. Brainbuster brings him down. Deep arm drag nicely done. Just as soon as Randy Mulkey thinks he's got a moment. There's the tag mate, Sweet Stan Lane up to the top rope. There's that missile crossbody. Sweet Stan Lane is one of those individuals. He is just as lethal with his feet as he is with his hands. Whether you are the Mulkeys or anyone else, you have got to be completely aware of Stan Lane when he's in the ring. All aspects and facets. Sends him into the turnbuckle, and now Sweet Stan Lane. What's he got to do here? What a move right there down across the chest. Lane with a double leg, and now going to go for her. Turns him in. Variation of that scorpion that we've seen Sting use. Might put him away right here. Well, he definitely could have put him away, in my opinion. He definitely did the damage. And now over the top rope, Randy Mulkey with that stunner. Let's give the Mulkeys the credit they deserve. They are going up against one of the all-time greatest tag teams here. They are holding their own. Oh, that's it. He caught him with that super kick right to the jaw. Sweet Stan Lane is in complete control of this one. Oh, good Lord. Head first into the post, and Cornette with some words. And I doubt they're words of encouragement. Definitely not. I am sure he is telling him just give it up. Which I'll tell you right now, that might not be the worst advice you can offer Randy Mulkey right now. Tried desperately to make the tag to his brother, but it's not going to happen. And now Randy Mulkey turning the tables as Stan Lane goes into the corner. Lane caught him and dropped him with that DDT. Here's the tag made. Beautiful Bobby. Now the Midnight Express going to double team one more time. Let's see what's going to happen this time. Eating off the middle rope. Oh, what a shot that was. Goes for the cover. Randy Mulkey shoulders it down. He comes out the back door. Oh, where in the world is he getting that from? I've got no idea. Belly to back suplex now, and Bobby Eaton continuing the assault right here. Cross body. Well, Randy Mulkey probably had the right idea in mind by going out to the floor, but didn't give himself nearly the amount of time he needed to recuperate. Here's the crucifix. Oh, he's in the ropes. Beautiful Bobby. Could have put him away with that one. Irish whip reversed. Somehow Randy Mulkey pulling one out. And Bobby Eaton is in trouble. Sleeper hold. Stan Lane may have just accidentally caught beautiful Bobby during that exchange. And Bobby just splashing him. Here comes Bill Mulkey back in. He got caught. From the apron, Bobby Eaton brings him back in the hard way. And now Eaton going up to the top rope. Nobody home. Well, the Mulkeys must be part cat because they've got 9 lives here tonight. There's the windup. There's a clothesline, and down again goes beautiful Bobby now. Irish whips him in. Oh, there's the big boot. Where is Mulkey pulling this from? I've got no idea, but somehow they are really bringing their fight here tonight. Double team coming up once again by the Midnight Express. To the ropes he goes. Drop toe hold. And that is classic Midnight Express right there. Stan Lane now going for the cover. Oh, he kicked out. Stan Lane has him across the shoulders and deposits him. Well, there can't be a whole lot left to go here for the Mulkeys. They have really taken a lot of punishment. Stan Lane going after the legs. And again has him. He is caught up in that hole, and that might be all she wrote. And he makes him tap out on submission. Here's a big win right there for the Midnight Express, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you gotta love what they brought to the battle tonight. The Midnight Express, after a lengthy absence, probably getting a little bit more than they anticipated from the Mulkeys, but nonetheless, they were ready for it. At the end of the day, victorious. Oh, we take a look back at some of the action from this match, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mind telling you, this one had it all. Well, Mulkeys have nothing to be ashamed of in this one. Stan Lane and beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express, victorious. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
So my entire life, I knew that I always wanted to be able to give back and help others, especially financially, because that's something that I never really had. And around the same time that I found Camper, I got my first big YouTube paycheck of $7,000. So I decided at that point I would start Camper Cares, a charity project inspired by Camper to help animals, families, and fosters. And so Camper Cares was born, and every month since we have been donating a part of our ad revenue to animals, families, and fosters in need. Today, we are at Underdog Rescue in Moab. Underdog services the Four Corners area in Navajo Nation. It is a really special area that needs constant help and attention. Recently, the median household income here is $20,000. Unemployment rate is near 50%, and around 1/3 of the homes don't even have running water or electricity. Not only that, there are stray dogs everywhere. Just in Navajo Nation, there are 250,000 stray dogs. And in the Four Corners area, around 500,000 stray animals. The worst part is the life expectancy of a res dog is only 2 years old due to the lack of food and water, the harsh elements, predators, and life-threatening injuries. So I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, especially because there are 4 other shelters in this region, but they are high kill shelters, and 93% of those animals in there are killed. Not to mention, there are only 2 vets serving the entire Navajo Nation. This area needs our help. I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, who are doing such amazing and important work. They really, truly deserve it all. And thank you so much to all of you for making this possible and for making my dreams come true. And just by watching, making a dent in this big problem.
All right, well, Camper got a hold of my credit card last night. You want to show them what we got him? We got you guys. I'm so excited. 1,000 pounds of dog food. Except one catch. You guys got to help me out. 1,000 pounds of dog food will last this rescue about 1 month. So let's just say we need a lot more. So if you want to help, I'm going to put some information in the description with an address where you can send it or a link where you can just get it on Amazon. But at least we got a month down. All loaded up.
All right, fans, we are back, and we see Ivan and Nikita go off, heading to the ring. The Russian Bear and the Russian Nightmare. And the 6-man tag team matchup, and they're going to be teaming up with Terry Funk. These 2 men have proven already that they are indeed a force to be reckoned with here in the NWA. Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear, a former world heavyweight champion, and then has brought his nephew Nikita Koloff into the fold. And when you talk about former world champions, taking a look at one of the all-time greats in Terry Funk. Talking about legendary families, Terry Funk, of course, Dory Funk and Dory Funk Jr., his brother and his father. And all 3 of those men have been world champions. They have all 3 held gold in their professional wrestling careers. And when they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, well, when it comes to Terry Funk, that's for sure. Indeed, Dory Sr. was a rough, tough Texan, and Terry Funk has definitely followed in those footsteps, no doubt about it. He's aligned himself right now with Ivan and Nikita Koloff, which means he will not be endearing himself to the crowd. But here's a couple of guys that are indeed fan favorites. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. Oh, a roof's coming up there in the Greensboro Coliseum tonight. There are not many people out there that can get the reaction from the crowd that the Rock and Roll Express does each and every night. They are the living epitome of the old saying, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. What matters is the size of the fight in the dog, and the Rock and Roll Express, they got a lot of fight in them. And look who their tag team partner is tonight. Magnum TA. No stranger here on the Nation Network, but it's been a while. Always great to see the return of a legendary Magnum TA. The master of that belly-to-belly suplex, and if he hits that thing, it's all over. That is about as serious a look as I have ever seen in the eyes of Magnum TA. He's got a lot to settle when it comes to Nikita Koloff in particular, but the Russians. And now Ricky Morton out to the apron, and just like that, sent crashing to the concrete floor surface here. A lot of vendettas here. The Rock and Roll Express, of course, back at Starrcade, victorious over the Russians. That was a steel cage match that people are still talking about to this day. Indeed, they were oversized, overpowered. Many people didn't give them a chance in winning that match, but they found a way to get it done. Ricky Morton now has turned the tide, and better pay attention to the officials' count. Both men now working to get back in and just barely beat the referee. And now Ricky Morton with Ivan Koloff into the turnbuckle he goes. Not going to find any friends over there. Tag is made. Here comes Robert Gibson. Double team. Gibson dropping that elbow right into the kidney area. There's a tag made, and here comes a Russian Nightmare. Nikita Koloff going for that clothesline. That was not the Russian sickle. If it were, you'd know it. Yeah, when he hits with that Russian sickle, he puts everything behind it. But just a clothesline alone was enough to completely derail Robert Gibson. Snapmare takes him over. Look at him go to the eyes. Gibson fighting back. Nice side headlock takedown by Robert Gibson, and now he's going to ride this one out and try to recuperate a little bit. Smart move by Gibson. Well, the Rock and Roll Express are going to be giving up power, size, strength, and depending who they're in the ring with, very possibly experienced as well. Magnum TA now the legal man in. From the top rope, Magnum took too much time. We mentioned earlier on that he and Nikita Koloff have a lot of bad blood, a lot of history, and it is right now starting to spill over here in this one. Back body drop, and Nikita hangs off of the top rope to prevent from going down. Has him up. Oh, couldn't hold him. Nice move by Magnum. Belly to back suplex. Oh, Magnum TA right now wearing down Nikita Koloff. Speaking of wear now moves, here he is right now working on the shoulder area of Nikita Koloff with that deep grip. And he goes right back to it again. Smart move right there. If you can take the strength out of that arm, you may be able to render the sickle virtually useless if he can do enough damage.
Well, that is a smart move. I don't know that he accomplished that much yet, but something that you want to think of as a game plan. If you can take away that Russian sickle from Nikita Koloff, he becomes a normal man.
Koloff went for a rear waist lock on Magnum TA. Magnum has Ivan up now. There's the atomic knee drop. Ivan Koloff right near his corner. All he's got to do is reach up. Terry Funk is right there to make a tag if he wants it. Magnum again going to work on that trapezius and the shoulder, this time on Ivan Koloff. Has him up. Oh, down with a knee buster.
Well, Magnum's going all out now. Oh, look at this. Gonna go with a figure 4 leg lock.
He got it on him. And Magnum has got Ivan Koloff screaming in pain. He made up so bad it's over.
Oh, my goodness. Can you believe this?
Magnum TA draws submission from Ivan Koloff. I can't believe it. The Russian Bear goes down in defeat. He may have done some serious damage to the knee of Ivan Koloff.
Well, I'll tell you, there's nobody here having a problem with that, as the Rock and Roll Express and Magnum TA are victorious.
Fans will be back. TV title on the line. Stay with us.
How does it make you feel sitting here knowing that you're a what if? I feel like I know Brian Pillman Jr. pretty well. Like, we go way back, right?
Yeah, he was a good kid.
I don't feel like I know Lexus King at all. Macy, this is the most unique path I think that someone's taken after leaving WWE, because for most people, it's like immediately onto the indies.
Like I say, the difference between wrestling and pro sports is it doesn't matter about how talented you are.
What was that final episode of ECW like?
I didn't think it was going to be over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If you don't wrestle again, you're going to go down as one of the biggest what ifs in wrestling history. Because you've got people like John Cena and Triple H and Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels saying you're the next great thing.
You know, I did WWE for 7 years, and it was never my passion. I never, you know, that was never a secret.
It matters about whoever's writing the script, how they perceive you.
But I wouldn't sound a what if. I'm a what can and what will be. My story's not over.
Also, you know, and I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid going. I believed in the product, and I believed in Paul, and I believed in everybody in the locker room.
Yeah.
So if that's drinking the Kool-Aid, then I was.
All right, fans, this Greensboro crowd on its feet. They know what's at stake in this one. The NWA Television Championship recently won by the Total Package Lex Luger. Here comes your challenger, the son of a plumber, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes indeed victorious on a number of occasions. He has had the number of the Total Package Lex Luger, but that was prior to him becoming the NWA World Television Champion. And now tonight things are a little bit different because that title is on the line indeed.
It's going to be interesting, no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. We are all waiting anxiously to see if the American Dream Dusty Rhodes can bring that title home. The Horsemen with the tag team titles, with a television title. Ric Flair, former world champion, trying to get that title back from the current holder, Kevin Von Erich. However, Flair last week lost a number one contenders match to Harley Race via countout. Flair not happy about that. As we see the television champion, the Total Package, making his way down the aisle, accompanied by James J. Dillon.
Well, James J. Dillon, of course, is the manager of the Horsemen, and whether you like him or not, whether you agree with his style and his tactics or not, highly successful.
Indeed, he is. And that's what these men are going to be competing for here tonight, the NWA Television Championship. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has held that title in the past. He wants it back. Any damage he can do to the Four Horsemen, as far as he's concerned, is a good day. They have had his number for a number of weeks.
Oh, yeah, indeed, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has been on the losing end of a number of battles when it comes to the Horsemen, but he's also managed to pull out some big wins. Perhaps none will be bigger than getting this title off the Total Package Lex Luger here tonight.
Well, the Total Package Lex Luger, many people feel he was custom built for the Four Horsemen. Take a look at him.
Well, there's no questioning he is a physical specimen, and the Horsemen have definitely taken him in and shown him the ropes, so to speak.
Referee now holding that title up. And in just a few moments, that bell's going to ring, and we are going to find out who is going to walk out of Greensboro with the television championship. Here we go. They meet in the middle of the ring. Nice go behind by Luger, and he takes the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, down.
You look at the Total Package, Lex Luger standing at some 6'3", weighing in at around 265 pounds, pure muscle. He is a physical specimen, as we said earlier. Going up against the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes at about 6'1", weighing in around 283 pounds. And while his height and the weight may be about the same, the end result is they are not built the same, and Lex Luger is a far more superior athlete, I would say, than the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, not going to take anything away from the athleticism of the Total Package Lex Luger. However, when it comes to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, as a professional wrestler, there aren't many better than him. On any given night, Dusty Rhodes can not only win a match, but a night like tonight, he could win a championship.
Oh, no, I'm not going to take anything away from him either. I totally understand the ramifications, and I think James J. Dillon knows as well. Wasn't really happy about having to sign this match so soon after winning the TV title.
Well, the Horsemen, one thing we know about them is once they have the gold, they want to keep it. What kind of a gut punch would this be if the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, takes that TV title away from the Four Horsemen tonight? What a move by Luger! A power slam on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and now Luger goes to the eyes, and Dusty is blinded.
No, the American Dream cannot see.
Luger bringing him in with a big suplex, and Dusty crashing down to the mat. The champion stomping away, dropping the elbow. And Luger has him up. Oh, I thought he might go for the rack.
A little bit early, but indeed, if he can get that torture rack on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, it might be all over.
The Bulldog by Dusty Rhodes, bouncing the head of Luger off the canvas, and now Fireman carry. Nice belly-to-belly suplex right there by Lex Luger. James J. Dillon watching on intently from the sideline. Snapmare by Dusty Rhodes. Oh, a back elbow by Luger just caught him. The champion not going down without a fight. There's a DDT and Dusty's out.
Well, that one did some damage to the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes and now Luger stalking his prey, looking for the option, and there it is. He's got him. The torture rack. Dusty Rhodes at the mercy of the champion. Luger putting Dusty through the bases, and referee asking if he wants to give it up, and he does not. Luger goes for the cover now, hooks the leg, he's got his feet up on the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. And Dusty Rhodes able to kick out. Well, Luger's got to be frustrated right now. He's tried everything in the book.
American Dream, Dusty Rhodes now with those big elbows finding their mark. Luger has indeed unloaded with every offensive weapon he has, and it hasn't been enough. Dusty Rhodes now with a gut-wrench suplex on the champion. Oh, the American Dream now starting to feel it. Down across the knee with that big elbow. What's he gonna do with him? Splits the uprights.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Luger is in a lot of trouble.
Dusty has a ball pile driver. We might have a new champion. Dusty Rhodes hooking a leg. And Luger out on one.
Can you believe it? I'll tell you what, when was the last time you saw somebody kick out on one from a pile driver?
Indeed, not something that you see happen often. And Dusty dropping a big elbow. Oh, I thought he might go for the pin attempt. That could have been it. Has Luger up. Airplane spin.
Oh, round and round the champion goes.
And Dusty hooking a leg. Will that be enough for a new champion? Two, and he kicked out. A total package. Lex Luger operating on sheer will at this moment. You see James J. Dillon here ringside. And Dusty with a bionic elbow. Goes for the cover. There's one, two. We've got a new champion. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is the new television champion.
What an unbelievable win that was.
The total package. Lex Luger thought he had it right here. Using the ropes for added leverage. Here's Dusty with that big elbow.
I'll tell you right now, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, gonna be celebrating here tonight in Greensboro.
And the bad luck for the Four Horsemen continues to follow them. Fans will be back. Sting and Ravishing Rick Rude in action in our main event.
I actually watched a little bit of AEW, not a lot. Just enough to remind me why I don't watch it. Oh, this is already funny. Just the headline. The list of moves and actions that are now banned from AEW or need to be approved by the company.
Maybe that's why Nash is pissed off, because he went for Rock and Austin and not try to duplicate him.
Well, it'd be easier to duplicate him. You only have to learn 5 moves.
Like you said, and we've all been saying, Tony Khan, you need a hierarchy, and he gets one, and then we make fun of it.
Because he's sitting back there talking about the Brock match, and it's finally we had a wrestling match. Finally, we got two guys telling a story. They weren't outside in the ring the whole time.
One of
Was
them
he not watching the same match as we were?
Yeah, those games, man, I would say, like, for me, like, the best ones, I would say, are, like, the ones where they try to get a certain, like, time.
This is my entire IT team right here on screen for everybody.
All right. Both men already in the ring and ready to battle. Ravishing Rick Rude with a knee to the midsection, and there we go. This is our main event.
Well, Sting and Rick Rude. Oh, Stinger couldn't get him up.
You look at these two guys, I can tell you one thing, neither one of them misses a trip to the gym. Ravishing Rick Rude is put together like nobody you've ever seen.
Well, the bad blood between these two guys spilled over last week on the NWA Saturday morning program.
Overhead press, and down goes Sting. Ravishing Rick Rude working the head and neck area. Fans, next week we are told the Nature Boy Ric Flair will be in action. We know that he is still looking to get a hold of that World Championship title. A lot of questions still remain as to who is going to be getting the official title shot. And Sting going to work now on the knee of Ravishing Rick Rude, and we know what that's all about.
Well, if he can get the opportunity to put that Scorpion deadlock on Rick Rude, you'd love to have the knees and the lower back compromised. It'll make the move a whole lot more effective, and Sting knows it.
I think Ravishing Rick Rude knows it as well, and Sting with a suplex, nicely done. Rude goes down. Crowd starting to get behind the Stinger now. Irish whip by Ravishing Rick Rude sends him into the turnbuckle and now follows him in. Sting perched on the top rope.
Well, Ravishing Rick Rude has him straddling that turnbuckle and now goes up there with him. Superplex, I believe, yes.
Going down for the cover now, Ravishing Rick Rude. Not enough, and now what's he got in mind here? Has him in a variation of that camel clutch. And Sting comes out the back.
Well, early on, I would say the experience of Ravishing Rick Rude is getting the best of this match, but Sting is such a tremendous athlete and a special kind of talent that you can't rule him out as a comeback kid.
No, Sting has proven time and time again he can hold his own with anyone. He's been in there with members of the Horsemen. And now planting that knee right into the small of the back and Ravishing Rick Rude. And Sting has him up. Tombstone pile driver. Rude is out. Hook of the leg. Will that be enough? There's one. There's two. And Rude managing to kick out.
Sting can't believe it. This crowd on its feet in Greensboro, they can't believe it, and I can't believe it.
I believe coming into the match, Rude was measured at 6'1". He's probably down to about 6 foot after that tombstone. Rakes the back of a Stinger. And now Root has him up in the air. Atomic knee drop. Oh, it's a Root Awakening. He hits it. That might be enough.
Sting's in trouble right now. Referee is there.
There's two. And he got, no, the shoulder's up. How in the world did he get a shoulder up?
Sting is more than just your average wrestler. He is a superhuman condition athlete, and you'd have to be to survive a rude awakening. Not many people can say they've done that.
Rude has him up again now. Might not have got the win, at least not yet. But he's still dominating, and Sting gets out of the corner very quickly. What's he gonna do here? He's got Rude up. Power bomb. And ravaging Rick Rude with a neck breaker. Goes for the cover. Got two, and he almost got him again.
Sting has found a way to survive, but you have to wonder how many more bullets are left in the barrel.
Rake in the eyes right there by, oh, Sting comes back low. And now Sting unloading with a series of rights.
This crowd is chanting the name of Sting.
Rick Rude in trouble from the top turnbuckle. Sting, superflex, yes.
Rick Rude right away grabbing his lower back. That might have had some serious damage, and he kicks out on the one.
Sting also showing signs of frustration as well, as he has hit ravishing Rick Rude with maneuvers that would put a normal man down, but neither of these two are normal men. There's a Stinger splash.
Well, Sting taking a moment to catch his breath, and now ravishing Rick Rude doesn't even know where he's at. This could be it.
He's going to go for the Scorpion Deathlock. There it is. The Scorpion is on. Referee asking Rick Rude if he wants to give it up. And he does.
What a tremendous victory for that man right there, Sting.
Take a look at the replay. There was that tombstone pile driver by Sting. DDT by Rick Rude along with a Rude Awakening, and that should have been the match right there.
Well, it should have been, but at the end of the day, the ravishing one, Rick Rude, had enough left to keep coming back.
Fans, we want to thank you all for joining us here for the NWA of the Nation Network. Next week, the Nature Boy Ric Flair in action. We'll see you then. So long.